Okay, it's November 14th. I am here with Bill Dixon, who is a duly elected councilman in the borough of Plymouth, Pennsylvania. Bill, when did you first get elected to council?
November 7th, 2011.
And I understand that you were the top vote getter then.
Yes, I was.
Okay. How many other people ran for council at that time?
There was approximately 4 people who ran for council.
Why did you run for council?
Besides the community asking me to run, I thought it was fine because I wanted to serve. I wanted to serve and do things for the community. I was tired of the tax increases. I was tired of the wasteful spending, and I figured that I wanted to be a watchdog over some of these practices and try to better the community.
How long have you lived in Plymouth?
31 years.
Okay. What did you do when you ran for council? Tell me a little about how you got started and what you did.
Basically, I was involved in community activities such as mini football. I was involved with Plymouth Alive, different organizations in the town where we had Kabasi Fest, for instance, and other things in general.
Actually, I have a list here of some of the activities you're involved in. There must be 20 or so at least.
Yes.
Here, activities in various civic organizations in Plymouth, the church, and so on. And what did you get paid for those activities?
Well, I don't get paid for any activities. They were strictly volunteer because I was part of the community, and I do have a belief to when you're in a community, you have to make a difference, and that was my way of making a difference in the community.
Okay, and I see you've been involved. What is this? One that sticks out here is this Babe Ruth. Is that some type of baseball league or something?
Oh, that's correct. For years, the girls haven't had any type of activities in the community, so so I came up with Babe Ruth. I made a connection with one of the representatives from Babe Ruth, and I formed the girls softball Babe Ruth League, and that's basically about it.
Okay, now there has come a problem here that is an issue that's been raised, that you have a criminal record, particularly a felony record.
That's correct.
And
That's correct.
Bill, how old are you?
62.
It's my understanding that when you turned 17 years old, you volunteered for the United States Army. Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
And tell me a little about your military service.
I was a paratrooper. I was an infantryman. I served in Germany. After that, I 1049 for Vietnam and served.
What does that mean, 1049?
That means it's a document that you fill out to volunteer for duty in Vietnam.
Okay, so you weren't drafted for the Army?
No.
Okay.
If I wouldn't have done that, most likely I would have served my whole 3 years in Germany, and I wanted to go to Vietnam at the time.
Now, the normal tour of duty in Vietnam was a year back then.
Yes.
You served 18 months.
Yes.
How'd you end up
Yes.
doing 18 months?
Because you extend.
So you voluntarily extended,
Yes.
and you stayed in combat for another 6 months. Yes. Okay. Now you have these convictions back in the 1970s.
That's correct.
And I understand that there were a couple for drug charges and a couple for burglary charges.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, it's also my understanding that there were state and federal charges, and to state charges, you received a pardon from Governor Corbett. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, there's still a federal charge out there. You've not received a pardon for that.
That's
Is that
correct.
Right? Okay. Why should the people of Plymouth have a convicted felon on council?
Well, because you know, when people, not only myself, I feel, but people in general. I mean, what are we going to do when a person makes a mistake at a young age and he still has a whole future ahead of him? I believe in rehabilitation. That was the purpose of my sentence, to rehabilitate me. So after I start the process of rehabilitation, why not? I've served my time, and there was enough time elapsed to where I have proven myself. I have not been arrested since my last arrest.
It's my understanding also you work for UGI, am I correct?
Yes, I do.
And you've been there for 26 years?
Yes, I have.
And you've been promoted 9 times, is that correct?
9, perhaps that
8 or 9 times, I don't want to.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And during that time period, have you ever been disciplined for any activities?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Are you married?
Yes, I am.
And how long have you been married?
30. This December 9th will be 34 years.
Okay. And I understand you have 2 children and 2 grandchildren?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, that's about all I have to ask you here, except I got a couple more questions. Kielbasa Fest, one of my favorite events.
Yes, it's everybody's. That's what we live.
Are you involved with Kielbasa Fest and Plymouth Alive?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, first of all, or I should say, lastly, I'd like to thank you for your service that you've done for the country. That is very impressive that you volunteered for that and spent the time in combat. And I wish you the best of luck, but again, we always ask one more question. And in the off chance that you are not successful and that the forces that be have you removed from council, are you going to stay active in Plymouth?
You know, that's a tough question, because I probably wouldn't, out of probably shame, but I would have no choice, because people would come to me anyway, and I've never turned anybody down that needed me to do anything. It would be tough, but yeah, I have no other choice. I won't refuse anybody that needs help.
Do you like Plymouth?
Yes.
You're proud to serve as a councilman there?
Yes, I am.
You want to continue to serve?
Yes, I am. Yes, I do. I do.
Bill, thank you for your time.
Thank you.